I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight out the lot.
So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back. We are continuing the countdown from 25 to 1, starting with 25, Scottie Pippen. I feel like this is a little bit high for Scottie to be a top 25 player, but we're going to go down because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through real quick, and then I'm going to actually break down the top 10 from what Bleacher Report has chosen and where I feel like each player should be ranked. So, let's go through Scottie Pippen. We already said what Dennis Rodman has said about him as being the originator point forward. At number 24, Elgin Baylor. So we're just going to go through. Moses Malone. I feel like he is in the top 20. Dr. J, Julius Erving. He also should be in the top 20. D. Wade. To me, he's ranked just about right. Karl Malone. I would say top 20. He's at 20. I would put him personally at 19th. Barkley, I would actually put at 20th. That's just me. Number 18, Jerry West. Jerry West. Yeah, Jerry West is around this area. Dirk Nowitzki, a little too high for me. At 17. KG, a little too high for me too at 16. This person has to be biased in their opinion, but this is their assessment. Now we get to the nitty-gritty with KD Kevin Durant. He is in the top 15 on this person's list. Let's see. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.8 threes, 1.1 steals, 1.1 blocks per 75. Pretty much similar, pretty much. He has a true shooting percentage of +7, net rate swing. His win shares are pretty good. Kevin Durant may be the most complete scorer in the history of basketball. I know he knows he's gonna love the commentary on here, but what he's not gonna like is where he's at, 15. Sort of quote, the reason he's not gonna like it Durant at 15 is because some of the other players that are above him, he's probably gonna go against this one. So he could score at the rim, in the post, in the mid-range, and from the outside. I know Helos is licking his chops. He's like, he said, yup, this needs to marinate in the Corpus Colossum. Shout out to He Knows the Sport, right? Anywho, just check out his shot chart with either the Warriors or the Thunder, and you'll see lots of red, which is good all over the floor. If that's not enough, allow Andre Iguodala to explain HT Sports Illustrated Ben Gallagher. People don't appreciate him enough. Excuse me. He's the most talented scorer of all time, hands down. He's a walking 30 points per game, a 7-foot walking gazelle. He'll get 30 on 12 shots. That's very, very hard to do, very efficient. Most guys need to feel the ball in their hands a lot to get a rhythm. He doesn't. That's kind of a shot at Steph Curry because you know him and Clay are rhythm players. So Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were the two guys with the most unstoppable moves. MJ had the fadeaway, Kareem had the sky hook, but KD is a 7-footer who can hit a hezzy pull-up from 50 feet out. That's his unstoppable move. Durant's 27.02 points per game ranks 6th all-time. His true shooting percentage is a blistering 61.3. The best true shooting percentage among the rest of the top 10 scoring averages is LeBron at 58.6. Damn. In fact, there isn't another player in league history who matches Durant's combination of volume and efficiency. For his career, he has a usage rate percentage of 30. Among the 15 who with a 30-plus career usage percentage, he's first in both true shooting percentage and effective field goal percentage. That's amazing. For him to have a usage rate of 30, to be that efficient, and, you know, He Knows His Sport has said this many times, and I've always said it. Kevin Durant, in my opinion, is the most efficient scorer in NBA history. There's nobody close. Like I said, Michael Jordan he's probably the only guy that comes close. But when it comes to Durant, his ability to shoot everywhere, even a consistent three-point shot, is why Kevin Durant, I will put a nod above MJ when it comes to scoring efficiency. And that legendary efficiency barely wavers in the high-pressure environment of the playoffs. Durant's playoff scoring average of 29.09 ranks 4th all-time. His playoff true shooting percentage is 11th all-time at 59.67. That's crazy. But what may set Durant apart more than anything else is what he's done in the NBA Finals. Remember, among players with at least 100 finals minutes, Durant, 24.7, is first in career average game score. Jordan, Barkley, LeBron, and Shaq round out the top 5. Durant is number 1 all-time in 100 finals minutes, with at least 100 finals minutes. He's first in career average game score with 24.7. Michael Jordan is slightly below him, but that's crazy. He's even better than LeBron James and Shaq on that, round out the top 5. Over 15 finals games, Durant's career average 30.3 points per game, 7.7 rebounds per game, 4.5 assists, 1.5 blocks, and one steal. Perhaps the most impressive is his true shooting percentage in the NBA Finals is 67.4. It should come as no surprise then that Durant has 2 Finals MVPs in addition to 10 All-Star selections, 9 All-NBA selections, 4 scoring titles, and 1 league MVP. But there's a big asterisk and a big problem. No all-defensive selections. So that kind of hurts him. Number 14, Kobe being Bryant. Excuse me. That's another thing that's going to hurt Kobe Bryant. His win shares per 48. It's 17. If you saw Kevin Durant is almost damn near 22. That's why, like I said, as much as I love Kobe, this is one of the reasons why Kobe's much lower on the top 10. I have him at number 11, but I can see why you could rank him anywhere from 10 to 15. Kobe haters would just rank him below the top 20. That's just them because they just can't stand Kobe. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But at the heart of Kobe Bryant's legacy is an unrelenting competitiveness, but it's his longevity that pushed him to be number 14. Damn, they're kind of saying he probably should have been even lower than that, man. And what I don't like about what's happening is the disrespect of Kobe. That, to me, he don't deserve that. He does not deserve that. But where he ranks 10 to 15, in my opinion, is just about right. Some people will have him top 10. That's your opinion, and I respect it. Some people will have him top 5. That's your opinion, and I respect it. Some people have him as the greatest of all time. I don't agree with that, but it's your list. I respect it. So, Kobe had a whopping 17 seasons in which he played 500-plus minutes, had a usage percentage of at least 25, and posted an above-average box plus minus. Karl Malone is the only other player in NBA history with 17 such seasons. Kobe has 17 seasons where he's put up above average plus minus. So that means that you can't say that he's never really had an impact, because if he was more minus than plus, then that really would mean that he really wasn't that great. So Tim Duncan and LeBron had 16, Shaq had 15, and then we get to the other shooting guards. Jordan and Wade had 14. There's a certain commitment, a lot of sacrifice and attention to detail that goes into trying to play at a high level for a long, long time. Of the Los Angeles Daily News, to me, it's worth it. If you take the first and last season of Kobe's career, he averaged 26.4 points, 5.5 rebounds, 26, 5, and 5, 1.5 steals, and 1.4 threes in 18 years. 18 years of 26.4 per game. Narrow that to a 10-year peak, and you get 28.5. Here are the 10-year peaks of a handful of other legendary scorers. Michael Jordan, 32.7. Allen Iverson, 28.9. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 28.6. These are guys with 10 years. KD, 28. Karl Malone, 27. George Gervin, 26. Larry Bird, 25. Pete Maravich, 24. You can't compare 26.4 over 18 years to many others. Most of the players on the list above didn't even get to 18 seasons. Malone's 18-year scoring peak was 25.4. Kareem was 25.9. How many people reading this story aren't even 18 years old yet? So, Hakeem Olajuwon, he should be in the top 10 in my opinion. David Robinson, he should be much lower. Then that's all due respect, but he's one of the more underrated players in NBA history, no question. I felt like a healthier David Robinson and a couple of more accolades, and he probably would make a case to be a top 10 all-time great. The problem is, I noticed this says cherry picking on his, which is what they do. Oscar Robertson, he should be a little bit lower. I would put him at 14 or 15 for me. Now, we get to the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Number 10. Do y'all agree with this? I don't, but as of right now. Stephen Curry. Notice that Kevin Durant and Kobe Bryant have 2 finals MVPs each and a regular season MVP. Curry is a 2-time MVP, no finals MVPs, but he's number 10. Again, subjective list. He doesn't have any finals MVPs. But it kind of goes to show you that Curry kind of sacrificed, and once again, Iguodala getting finals MVP over him. That's complete bias and BS. Curry should have been the finals MVP. I hate when people constantly go, well, why didn't Curry get finals MVP in 2015? That's bogus. People keep forgetting that Curry was getting harassed, double, triple teamed. They keep talking about Matthew Dellavedova. Matthew Dellavedova wasn't the only player that guarded Steph Curry in the 2015 NBA Finals. Do people forget? Tristan Thompson, Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, Timofey Mozgov. People forget. And that was even with no Kevin Love. They were still being physical with Curry. People just people don't watch basketball to be able to say that. They don't watch. I wonder what has him so high up on this list, though. 10 years, he already has an argument as the best point guard in NBA history. No, that's Magic. No, when it comes to 6-year peaks, Curry won in a landslide because you got to remember, Magic Johnson didn't become an offensive player until later in his career. Curry is on track to be the most prolific offensive player in league history, at least according to one metric. Right now, he's the most impactful offensive player in terms of what he does on the defense, maybe ever. See, they're putting Curry in the top 10 because of impact. Will Chamberlain at number 9. Bill Russell, number 8. I have Bill Russell as number 3. Tim Duncan, number 7. I appreciate that. Some people have him at least number 10. Tim Duncan should be anywhere from 6 to 7, in my opinion. 6, 7, 8 is where Tim is, no lower than that. All right, so we got 10 at number 7. Shaq at number 6. I have him at number 8 on my list. Shaq, to me, left a lot on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, they got it right with number 5. Yes, sir. Larry Legend, Larry Bird. Hell yeah. One of the most slept on top 5 players in NBA history. Nobody understand the impact that Larry Bird had. People are like, oh, he had Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. Before Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish were on this team, that guy right there from French Lick, Indiana, right there, that dude, that bad MFer man, that bad MF and white dude from Indiana, the minute he came to this team, they were a 29-win team the previous year. This team wins 61 games the very next year, and this was before Parrish and McHale came on the team. When those guys came onto the team in 81, they won one more game. Look at that. 2 players come in, and they only win one more game than the previous year to win the NBA title. Crazy. Crazy. If you look at his 9-year peak from 79 to 88, you can measure it up with the best of them in NBA history. This guy won 3 straight MVP awards and was considered the best player in the game in the mid-'80s. People don't understand what a bad motherfucker Larry Bird was. Excuse my French. People don't understand. He dominated the NBA. Dominated the NBA. Larry Bird was scared of nobody. Nobody. I agree with this one too. Number 4, Magic Johnson. Yep. Yeah. Kareem, I have him at number 2. I can understand if you put him at 3. I don't agree with number 2, but again, it's Bleacher Report's list. I have LeBron at number 9 on my list. Top 10 all-time great in my opinion, but he's not top 5. He's not a Mount Rushmore player. And sure as hell not number 2. Sure as hell not number 2. Too many flaws for me for him to be in the top 5. Too many flaws. And you can't compete with 6-0. It's just not possible. Number 1, Michael Jordan. Can't compete. This is absolutely right. So, ladies and gentlemen, my Bleacher Report's top 50, there's a lot of things that I don't agree with. And when you look at, I told you, my top 10 list. Excuse me. I had done this before, but I'm going to do it again. You're going to see my top 10 and the criteria for you to be a top 10 all-time great. As I'm going to actually redo my video and on my list. So that is Bleacher Report's top 50. Let me know what you guys think on the Bleacher Report's top 50 list. And do you think that they got it right? Or do you think that there are some players that they need to tweak to put in the spots that they really deservingly belong at? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. This was part 2 of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. You already know the deal. As always, I appreciate you. To all my subs. And for new subs, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the content, and again, comment down below. I just want to get your thoughts on it, man, because like I said, man, I always learn something new every day from my subs and for new people who are subscribed to the channel. As always, live, laugh, love. Thank you for watching. DJ for the top 50, man. We got to always do it with a club banger, man. Let's hit them with another one. Hit it.
Myers for Pippen. Whoa, a faithful Scottie Pippen in the face of Patrick Ewing, who did not appreciate it. But you know, John, looking at this from afar, this is what the Knicks do to the Bulls and do to opponents game in and game out, and Pippen just served it up in the same manner.
That was the Bulls' answer to John Stark's spectacular dunk last year.